Yo guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm joined with DownyGlobe. Make sure to check out his channel. Yep. And
today we're doing the Taps podcast.
And I guess we're gonna start off here with the skeleton soldier. Now he is not like too strong. He's not really strong at all. Let's be honest, but he can take on a squire if he makes them run off a cliff, because his ability is basically scaring them away. And what's your thoughts on that?
I agree with you on that. And I really like how his sword is really detailed. I like how the sword's shaped, definitely. And I also like how the skeletons fall apart when they die. I think that's a really cool thing that they added.
Yeah, it's a nice detail. Now, moving on to the archer, we have the skeleton archer, and he looks sick. The fire on his arrow, the detail put into his, body and stuff. I just think it's a really cool unit, and when he shoots like the other unit or his opponent, they'll burn on fire and actually slowly die, which is nice. And yeah, that's pretty much the skeleton unit.
Now, what I think about him is he's not a very, I don't know, like, good unit in my case. I don't really use him a lot because how easy he's able to die. I mean, like, skeleton warrior is a lot easier. Plus, he has a shield to protect himself. But I do like how they added the fire to it.
Yeah,
you know?
It is a nice touch.
Moving on to the candlehead.
Yes, this one, very cool. I really like how they implemented the idea of a candle, like throwing fire or
definitely
splash damaging the other units. And I really think it's a cool unit to use if you're, if there's a bunch of units in a, group together and they're coming, this is the unit you want to use. So, and splash them all away.
Just talking right now, apparently, if you notice really closely, it actually looks like the priest skin, almost like his suit where he's wearing. Yeah. Almost looks like the priest.
It is.
Moving on to the vampire.
This guy right here has the sharpest teeth you could ever imagine. He will turn into a bat and just fly over there and jump on any unit and just start basically sucking their blood, which is quite scary if you think about it, but the detail on him and his bat formation is really nice, and it adds a great touch to the game.
Now, what I gotta think about this is, I really like the attention to detail on him. Like, he has a little bat for his collar. He has this the classic vampire kind of collar going up, and he also has a little cape. Now, my favorite thing about him is his pounce. Now, what he'll do is he'll fly into a bat formation, and then he'll turn into a vampire again, and he'll charge the person, pounce them, take them down, and then he'll pin them to the ground, which I find is a really cool detail to it. Now, moving on to the pumpkin
launcher.
Yeah.
I guess, this guy, he doesn't have the best accuracy in the world, definitely misses a lot, but the detail on this is really good. I think it's better than every other, like, catapult, in the game, to be honest. It's just
if we're talking about heavy, yeah, definitely heavy.
And the pumpkin, if you look on the top of it, has glowing eyes, which is really cool. And his helmet, that's just the coolest thing.
Now, the thing that I have to say with this is the attention of detail. Now, if you look at a normal catapult, it's kind of plain, not gonna lie. But with this, there's a lot of detail. Yeah, definitely. And the ropes on the side of the bones, on the top part, the skeletons on the wheels are really nice, and I really like how they did the bottom of the catapult with a bunch of bones. And my favorite part was the guy throwing it, not even the catapult itself. He has this choker kind of with spikes on it. He has a rep cape. He has like ankle piece, and I really like how he put the attention to detail. He also has a spiked helmet, which I really like, and he looks like he's ready for battle.
Yeah, I totally agree.
And moving on, we got the swordcaster.
This guy, you do not want to mess with him. He'll impale you all of his swords with mighty strength because, I mean, this unit has, I feel like oh my gosh, I can't say that. Developers have, went pretty far with the detail on his, like, hands. I see he's holding some kind of chest, and he has, like, a chain around his neck. Kind of looks like a ninja.
What I gotta say about this guy is that at first I had actually thought he was holding a chest, but it actually is that he has his hands in this lock, which just begs the question, why? And why does he have a chain ripped around his neck? And this is probably because he can, well, levitate swords. Also, he is locked by his neck, which probably prevents him from talking.
Yeah.
And that's also the reason why he doesn't make any sound. He also has a lock on this thing that keeps his hands locked in. Which, who would know what he could do if his hands were out? Now, I really like how his swords are made. Can't really see them, but they have locks on them, if you didn't see them. But when he throws them at him, he's actually a pretty weak character, but I like the attention of detail that they put in him. Yeah. And I had actually tested him. If you've seen the Halloween update tabs video that I actually made recently, you would see that it takes 3 swords to kill one squire.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's not very effective, but he's definitely a detailed unit. Going to Pirate next?
We missed the most important one, the Reaper. This is...
Oh, yeah, that's right. I totally forgot about him.
The best unit, best looking, and it really stands out. It's kind of like Slenderman in the ways of his, like, tentacles coming out of his back. And they, like, grab his opponents and kind of just kill them instantly. They can't be heavy units, they have to be light, like a squire. And his, like, scythe is just so far detailed, it's amazing. I really like how they imported, everything into this unit. I just really like how it is. Great.
What I gotta say about this one is I really like how they made these things coming out of his back. Now, if you see the Halloween update, once again, you could see that it wasn't really tentacles well, it is, but they don't really grab people. What they do is that they, like, stab the person, and then they tear him right into his field, and they'll be floating around him. Now, my favorite part is the little skeleton on his little cape. I really like that.
Detail.
And he looks like the Reaper, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely looks like it. And his scythe, oh my god, it's OP.
One hit can, like, fling a king into space.
Yes, exactly. And also the range on it is incredible.
Also, may I add, this map is probably the most not the most detailed, but one of the most detailed. Just look at the moon and how, nice it looks with the fog.
If we're trying to compliment maps, you're doing Spooky 1, I'm doing Spooky 2. Look at my spooky map, guys?
Yeah.
Comment down who do you think's better. Yeah, comment down what's your favorite spooky map, Spooky 1 or Spooky 2. I'm on Spooky 2, and he is on Spooky 1.
Anyways, let's get right on to the pirate faction.
Pirates, yeah, let's do pirates. No, let's do Renaissance. Renaissance next. I definitely think Renaissance.
Alright, well, first of all, we have the painter, and he's kind of trash.
Well,
I mean, the detail, if I'm gonna be honest, doesn't look that good. In my opinion. I mean, I like how they added the idea of someone who, just swipes at his opponents with a paintbrush, which is kind of odd, but, that's what this game's about. It's all about random, fighting.
Totally accurate. But what I gotta say about him is that he's actually pretty bland.
Yeah, definitely.
But I agree with you that he's not much of a detailed unit. Now, I have figured out that he can apparently, they updated him, and he can apparently dodge arrows.
Which is nice.
Yeah, which I find really cool. Moving on to the fencer.
Alright, so this guy is probably one of the most talented swordsmen out there. He will make you dance in your shoes by just, attacking you over and over again. Also, if I could, add in the detail of the feathers on his hat, which I think is a great touch.
Yeah, definitely. I really
it just
like
makes
them.
everything look a lot more, like alive. And, yeah.
Now, what I gotta say about him is that I really like how they made the, like, collars for his hands. And how he has, like, collars for his shoulders, and a collar for his neck.
Yeah.
And definitely, I really like how they had made his, like, sword. And he's kind of like a teacher and a squire combined. So he's better than the teacher himself.
Yeah.
And I really like how they added the little thing on the top of the feathers, if you know what connects them.
Yeah, really nice.
Gluing Notcher now.
So this guy, he can take you to the skies, hit you a couple times, you're gonna be flying up far away. Now, the detail is, I'd say, medium. It's decent. Nothing too crazy. The arrows, my opinion, could look better. Like if they made a balloon kind of like tied to it, that'd look cooler. But that's just my opinion.
What I gotta say to him is that he's okayly detailed, Yeah. Now, one of my favorite parts of it is his hand. If you look at his, like, mid-hands right here, he has little puffs on him. And I really like how they made the little balloon, like, onto the arrow.
Yeah.
And that makes it a lot better. Now, going to the musketeer.
Now, this is my favorite gun unit because the musket has a lot of detail in it. Now, he doesn't have much detail. Like his, suit is kind of normal. Looks strange, but, I feel like the musket is what really takes everything away with great detail. And if you put a line of these guys against, a bunch of units, they're probably going to succeed because if you didn't know, that was, like, their way of fighting back then. And, yeah, this unit's pretty cool. I'd give it a, 8 out of 10.
Now, what I gotta say about this guy, personally, I really like the detail put onto the musket, like you said. Yeah. Now, if you didn't notice, on, like, you know how they put ropes on him, light them, and like that? They actually put the rope on there. If you look very closely, it's actually on the thing. And I like that type of detail. And I like how they detailed the gun to look like an actual musket. Oh, looked like an actual musket. I accidentally pressed F. And I really like how his helmet, the helmet's the only thing that's actually kind of detailed on him. Which I like how its curvature, kind of just like how the Renaissance did it. Yep. Moving on to the Homburg.
Now, this guy right here.
What you gotta say on him?
His axe, everything about him, isn't really that much detailed. He is my least favorite unit, as in detail, just because of, the blandness. I don't know, it's just a little bit too bland for me.
Okay, so what I gotta say about him is that he has okay detail. I wouldn't say really plan, but he's not really detailed. But I really like how he did the curvature on the axe, definitely, with how they made it.
Yeah.
And his helmet is actually pretty cool, too.
Yeah.
Moving on to the Jouster.
Yeah, this guy is really cool. If you want units that can charge into battle and pierce their enemies like nothing, this is the unit for you. He has a point at the end of the stick. The detail is really good. The horse looks amazing, by the way. I like how it has eyes, like big, googly eyes. And, you know, everything about this unit is just really good in my opinion. I like how it charges at you, and if the horse dies, he gets knocked off and just starts attacking you, which is pretty nice.
I'm pretty sure you're talking about the cavalry when it charges at you. I don't think the jester actually charges.
Well, no, I mean like when he's on the.
Oh yeah. I get it. I get.
Yeah. Just overall, I'd give it a 9 out of 10.
Okay, so basically what I gotta say is I can't really say anything about the jouster himself because he's kind of glitched on my horse. But I really like how the horse has lots of detail, and I really like the little flap that's on the top of its head.
Yeah.
It kind of signifies what horse it is, you know, if the jouster dies. And I really like how they put the cape over it, like an actual jouster, and they even have the jouster weapon, as you can see.
Neat.
Okay, so what are we going for next? We going for the secret or the pirates?
We need the Da Vinci tank covered.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. That's the second time I forgot about the top tank.
Gotta forget
Yeah, I gotta forget about the best.
Now this unit right here is probably... It's really tanky. It takes a lot to destroy this thing.
Obviously.
And I really like the detail of the cannons and how the flaps are kind of moving like it would in real life if there was something pushing it up. And if we go inside the tank, which ends somehow, but there's a guy sitting in there.
You can't do it when you're in there. Yeah, Da Vinci himself.
He's riding it, but it looks like he's just doing a dance move.
Now, oh, you're gonna continue? Okay, there you go.
Yeah, like.
You wanna continue or no?
The combat on this unit is pretty insane. Like, it rapid fires just giant cannonballs at everyone. And I give it a 7 out of 10, or actually 8 out of 10. Yeah.
So what I gotta say about the Da Vinci tank is that I like how it's historical. I like how they went for an historical tank.
Yeah.
And my favorite part about it is that it's realistic. You know, it has the cannons just like the regular Da Vinci tank. It has the flaps like the regular Da Vinci tank. It even has Da Vinci himself controlling the tank, like you're supposed to control the tank.
Yeah, it's really cool.
And I really like the detail of keeping the cannons out. Really like that. I guess, which one are we moving on? Secret or pirate? I guess we could go for pirates next.
Yep. Now, this guy, the flintlock, well, once he shoots his weapons, there's no coming back. He's a melee unit after that. But, don't get me wrong, weapons are detailed pretty nicely, and also he does a pretty good amount of damage. So if you're looking for a mid-range and melee unit, this one's probably the best for you.
Okay, so what I gotta say about this guy is, honestly, he's kind of trash, not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, the damage is not crazy, but it's decent.
Yeah, but his flintlocks are only a one-time use.
Yep.
He's not very detailed, and he walks pretty slow, and he usually shoots when he's not in range.
And misses.
Or when he's in range, when he's in range and misses. Or he either hits them and he barely does any damage.
Yeah.
Buster.
Now, this guy, his armor is kind of silly. I mean, I feel like they could have made it better.
It reminds me of the Tabs Battleground.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. It kind of looks like armor from a game called Rust, if you don't know that. But the blunderbuss he's using is pretty massive, and it does a lot of damage up close. But yeah, I just think the detail is really nice as well.
What I gotta say about him is that he is personally one of the he's like plain and detailed at the same exact time. His musket, very detailed. His armor, okayly detailed, but himself, not very much. That's really all I gotta say about him. Plus, his blunderbuster is really overpowered, and I really like how he has infinite. And he shoots pretty quickly, and it's a lot of damage, so he's pretty OP. Then we go on to the bomb thrower.
This guy, he really makes an explosive entrance. Now, if you're looking for a unit that you like, wants to blow up things, this guy is for you because holy crap, the amount of damage he can do. And the detail is really not that much. He's kind of plain. I mean, his belt looks nice. I mean, his hat looks decent. And everything from that, I mean, it's kind of plain.
What I gotta say about him is that he is an amazing group controller.
Yeah.
Just amazing. He's like the harvester, aside from with bombs. And he's also pretty lethal. He's okayly detailed, And his bombs blow up really quickly, which is what I really like about him. When he throws those bombs, they instantly explode.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
Taking out whole groups,
Mm-hmm.
To the harpooner now.
This guy also got a funny unit. His head's small. But this guy, if you want to, basically, pull someone towards you and then shank them with a sword because it's strapped onto it. This is a unit for you because it is amazing at controlling, big units and powerful units to direct them towards him, which I think is pretty cool. And the detail, I gotta say, it's pretty good on his armor and stuff.
Now, what I really like about him is that he can basically just take any units, just grab them. He's like Scorpion from Mortal Kombat. I think that's who it is.
Yeah.
Who's like, get over here, or something like that. And this kid basically just drop kicks them. He just kicks them so hard that they just flop. But my favorite thing about it is that the detail. If you don't notice, behind the cannon part, there's a belt holding the sword onto it. And he has a little beard, captain's hats, and I really like him overall as a unit.
Yeah.
Cannon now. Let's see what you got to say about this guy.
So he will, blast someone out of existence. He is, as long as he hits someone, they're kind of dead unless they're really powerful. But the detail on the cannon is really nice. I really like it, but I'm kind of disappointed in the detail of the person controlling it. It's kind of bland and doesn't really stand out much.
Now, what I gotta say about this specific unit is that he is really good at taking out grip control. Kind of just like the bomb thrower. I really like the detail on the cannon. The little sight, the wheels, the backside, which is like how cannons were made, even the little bump. Now, I agree with you that the guy is actually really bland.
Yeah.
But I find him as an overall good unit if you're talking about strategy.
Yes. He's kind of meant for taking out, units like the King, I guess.
Next up, we got the Cat Dawn.
This guy, I love his hat.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
It's so cool. And the pigeons, their eyes even blink. How amazing that is.
I actually die when he dies.
Yeah, that's kind of sad. His flintlock, or should I say mini blunderbuss, whatever it is. Details.
I think it's more of a mini blunderbuss.
Yeah, and his sword looks amazing. Everything about this guy is overall amazing. And in terms of fighting, he's a beast.
I definitely agree with that. He can also kick, if you didn't know. And I really like how the birds were made. They kind of remind me of the secret units we're going to be talking about, the Raptors.
Yep.
In a tiny bit right after here. But he's overall the good unit with his little mini blunderbuss. It's his sword.
Yeah, I'd give him a 10 out of 10 on rating.
Okay, we are going to go with the Pirate Queen.
Now, she's more of a melee, I guess you could say, but it's pretty. The details pretty nice, and I really like how the hair comes in. It looks pretty decent. And the swords she has do good amounts of damage. And the bombs, the detail on them look really good too.
What I have to say about her is that she's definitely not somebody, like, she's not, like, a good unit against range really much.
Yeah.
But she is amazing against pretty much any melee unit. And you could also counter the Harpooner with her. Now, you can obviously see that she... Now, my favorite thing about her is that when she jumps, these bombs come off her, and it takes out a bunch of people near her.
Yeah,
which is
cool.
basically her way of, nope, I'm outie, you're gonna die.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on to our
The
first Raptor, secret unit,
secret
which is
unit.
the just regular Raptor.
And if you look at these two and you see the size comparison on them, it's pretty big.
Oh yeah, definitely. The Raptor and the Raptor Rider is actually way huger than the regular Raptor.
They definitely look good side by side. Especially I feel like the Raptor, not the Rider, is like if the regular Raptor, if there's like two of them, I think the Raptor Rider would win. But if there are three of the Raptors, then yeah, they would definitely win.
They're the Rappers. Anyway, this first Raptor, is pretty simple.
I mean, there's detail, but not.
He's really sculpted well, I guess you
Yeah.
could say. He's made out of lots of polygons, which I love them all. But he's more into the body shape of a Raptor.
Mm-hmm.
But if you also look at the man who's on top of the Raptor Rider, he has lots of details with his leaves. There's even his shield. And I really like how these two can fight side by side. Now, the Raptor by itself is not a very good unit. Costs 200,
Yeah.
And if you just have a bunch of them, then it's way better. If you have just
they
one
all,
Raptor Rider, you can take out like a bunch of Raptors.
Yeah.
It's really fun using them, but I guess we're going to end it here.
Well, if there's one thing I also have to add about the Raptor Rider, is his tail. I don't like how it breaks off really small. Like, really small.
Oh, yeah, good point.
It kind of looks like a dolphin.
Yeah, good point. Yeah, I do find that really weird. But, I guess that's going to be the end of this video, guys.
And, yeah, make sure to like, subscribe, turn on notifications.
And, look at both of our channels if you're looking on his. And if you're looking on mine, then go check out him. And if you're looking on his, check out me. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's Downy. It's also Swiftness.
Yep.
Well, hope you enjoyed this video. And
see you guys
we'll
later.
see you guys later.
Peace.